Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Hello, guys. How are you doing today? You probably can't really see what I got on. I think today I'm doing like back to Africa because it's almost time for our annual gala. And this year, our theme is Royal Kente Gold. Now, I have had some of our honorees and our icons on for the last couple days, but I must, before I bring on our guests today, I must say, we only had the ballots open for 2 days, 2 doses. And I don't know personally Dr. Melissa Walker, but she has shut our ballots down. So, voting is open until May. But however, our goal is $45,000, and that will help us raise money for scholars that are headed to HBCUs, as well as cover some resources they may need while they're on campus for our annual send-off as well. Whew, that was a mouthful. Now, I have to bring on our first guest. Well, he's not a guest. He's kind of like, he lives here. He taught us how to do this. So I'm going to bring him on first, because I haven't seen him in a while. So let's welcome to the show, Dr. Anthony H. Brown.
Ba, 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 ba.
I got to put that title on there.
Yes. Hey, Dr. Robinson, how are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. It's, look, I'm getting ready. I got to find my Kente.
I see. Okay.
Kente,
well, listen, I'm out here just in these streets. Well, no, let me take it back. I'm in this house staying warm.
You ain't in no street. It's cold up there.
I ain't been out there. Look, I've been in this house since Thursday.
Thursday.
For those who have been, I know by the time you all watch it, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you watch it, but I've probably been in the house over about a week. I've been in the house for a week. I went out for a hot minute on Saturday, and I've been in this house. And I went outside and sat in the car for a moment. I think I opened the doors and got some fresh air last night. Wasn't that? Yeah. Oh, wait. And then now, all of a sudden, I just got the notification that they're shoveling my driveway. So I might be able to pull out in a few minutes after this show is over.
Nope. You better stay in. Ain't y'all
I ain't going nowhere.
Y'all the level 3, I'm telling. But before we do get started, I do have to wish a very special happy birthday to both my parents. My dad's birthday is the 27th. Mom's birthday is the 30th. So yes, they, a couple days apart. Love them dearly. So shout out to the Davises, Pamela and Mark. Happy birthday. I can't be there, but they snowed in too. They got like 14 inches. But they'll be okay.
They ain't got no snow. I mean, well, they might have a little bit, but they ain't got no snow. But with all that said, so Monique was just talking about, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that, again, we got this annual gala that we've been doing for a couple of years now, coming up in May 2026. And we got all of these different categories where people are competing for the community awards, outstanding alum, outstanding student, community organization, so on and so forth. But then we also have our HBCU icons.
Yeah, right? This is our first year for that. I'm excited.
So BET ain't the only ones who can have an icon. We can have one too.
And ours are
we are honoring 11 individuals, one posthumously, for some of their meritorious, outstanding work they have been doing. They were nominated by some other of their classmates or somebody in the community for their great work. Many of them are HBCU graduates. We have a couple who are advocates because, like Miss Vanessa Sparks from New York City.
Yes.
She's her daughter went to Clark, Atlanta, but Vanessa has been an advocate for HBCUs, and I had a chance to meet her in person, and we did a couple HBCU events while we were in New York. So we have some people we want to acknowledge and honor, and so we're excited that some of them want to actually come on the show, because not only are we providing them with a recognition as being a HBCU icon in our eyes, we also want to lift up and elevate and celebrate their HBCU, their alma mater, or the HBCU of their choice. So we got a special HBCU Icon Laureate Award, right?
That's
the person that can raise the most money of those individuals. And so they all have it's like a crowdfunding, so to speak. So they all have their links, and they're out there going to try to share with their family and their friends. So if you can't make it to San Antonio in May with us, you can give a donation. And so from time to time, you will see us come on and bring on one of these icons. And so they can maybe share with their family and their friends what's happening, what's going on, and why they should make a donation. And the donation is like a 50-50 split. So part of it helps support a better chance for Youth Futures Incorporated. We are a licensed nonprofit organization, and that's to help students with our scholarship efforts, not just in San Antonio, but those scholarships benefit students going to HBCUs across the country, as well as our send-off that we do in San Antonio, and the gala that we will also do in May. We want to be able to acknowledge some students at that event as well. Then the other 50%, like I said, goes to their HBCU of their choice. Right. So with all that said,
we got a lot going on, but hey, it's fun. It's worth it.
Monique, you want to introduce our honoree for today?
Our honoree for today is I met actually at one of our board members, Leon Fry. I met him at the Alamo Fest, and I met our honoree, and it's just been like, wow, you do all this stuff behind the scenes, And so today we have, we probably should show us commercial first, because it's a whole
let's show this one real quick.
The commercial is a
I can't wait. Well, you want to show the video one?
Yeah, we gotta show the video one, and then we can bring them on with the audio one. Either way, it's a whole vibe.
No, let's bring him. Let's do that.
Yeah, we can bring him on with the music.
Let's bring him on with his back, he came with his own theme music, y'all.
Because he's important.
Y'all, my frat brother, all the way from where he is now. He lives up past Dallas.
He's near Dallas.
He's near Dallas, Texas. Y'all, show some love. Make some noise for Wayne Bradley.
Gram fam, gram fun, good snacks, baby. How y'all doing? All right.
He said New Orleans.
Straight from New Orleans, baby. Straight from New Orleans.
He ain't got nobody those Kiwis here.
I don't have no snacks yet. But we gonna talk about
I don't have no snacks either. I feel some type of way.
Yo, while the music's playing, I'm just giving you a little idea of what you're listening to. That was when we supported a live stream of the Grambling National Alumni Parties at Bayou Classic, and we was trying to tell everybody to log into the stream like they do on Soul Train, so you can see it at all the different parties across the country. So that's what that theme music was for us supporting and sponsoring the live stream of the Grambling Bayou Classic parties.
Wow.
I love it.
That's big time. I mean, but that's not the only thing. Like, Anthony, let me tell you, I work the desk. Nobody ever lets me work the desk because they say I'm too silly and I don't pay attention. I work the desk at Mr. Wayne's NFL Fair Classic. And I didn't know I was talking.
The G-Man Nation. You worked at the G-Man Nation.
There you go. But
he wants to make sure you understand what table you were working at.
Right. He was like the G-Man Nation. But no, I know football, but I didn't know I was talking trash to like people who like were big deals in football.
Hey, Fred, you heard of Deion Sanders, right?
Yes.
But before Deion Sanders, there was a guy who led the NFL in interceptions, and he's gonna, if he ain't a Hall of Famer, he's on the ticket now, the ballot. And she was up there talking noise about the Cleveland Browns to him, the great Everson Walls, just talking noise to him. And he turned around, asked his wife, "Who is this lady?" She talking to Everson Walls. I don't care what you say. Cleveland Browns, my team.
I was like,
they ain't been nowhere.
Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
I mean, Pittsburgh Steelers. Sorry about that.
I was wondering when she was gonna say something. I'm like,
Steelers.
When did she defend?
Well, the Steelers. well, same thing. Cowboys and Steelers got that rivalry too. From the Super Bowl years in the 70s.
Well, no, I didn't know. So, but it was fun. The event was fun. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't realize until afterwards. Leon was like, "Girl, something wrong with you. You talking trash to people." He was like, "Next time, they enjoyed you, but next time, learn who you talking to." I was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, we got over about 30 players that played in the National Football League at that event from Grambling State University. And she just up there giving her ideas on who's going to win, who's sorry, and all that. And they probably looking at her like, "Who is you, young lady?"
They talked, they enjoyed it. It was fun. We just leave it at that. But how did you, we got to like rewind. How did you get to Grambling though?
Well, I'm going to try to condense this, but as I condense it, I hope to provide some historic education as I tell you how I got there. So
let's teach the people.
Okay. Well, frat. A5A, Dr. Brown is my frat, by the way, and I'm an alpha. So I moved from Tampa, Florida to Dallas, Texas. And most of the educators here either went to Prairie View or they went to Grambling State University. So I was influenced heavily by my educators at Skyline High School who went to Grambling. And then I thought I could just walk on for a football scholarship anywhere. And I wanted to go to Grambling. I could just walk on. And once I saw how big and how much time these guys had to put into it, and the way I played football here in Dallas, because I was one of the high school stars here in terms of when I went up against guys that went on to major universities and to play in the NFL, I was just as good, as not better. But the way I played football, you can't play anymore. And that meant knocking them out. And I was okay with knocking them out, even if I knocked myself out, right? But you can't play like that no more. And I thought about, hey, I don't want to get hurt. I'm gonna become a regular student because that's too much pain. So I ended up not having no money for school. And Dr. Joseph B. Johnson, who had been the president there, the longest standing president at Grambling, he's from New Orleans. And I remember him in my first Lyceum class saying, if you want to go to school here, we'll find a way for you to go to school here. But think about what kind of skill you got for a work study job. Don't come up to me thinking that you're just gonna get a free ride. So I go to a meeting to try to meet with him, but I got my own camera. And on this particular day, show you how old I am, frat. Jane Kennedy, one of the pioneers of NFL sports broadcasting, was visiting Grambling. Yes, remember Jane Kennedy?
Oh yeah,
before my time.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, you see, you don't know. She was the pioneer of women being on the sports broadcast.
Oh, so I remember her from the Jet Beauty of the Week, but okay.
me too. And I remember her from Penitentiary.
What? On the floor.
Yeah, but I had a camera because I went to Skyline High School, which is a magnet school, learned photography and graphics. So I said, you know what? This is my way to impress him. I'm gonna act like I belong. So I took my camera, went in there, started taking pictures. Made sure I got the president in all the pictures, and he was like, what's your name, boy? Make sure I get in all these pictures, right, with Jane Kennedy. So I made sure he got in pictures, and for some reason, Miss Kennedy asked me, hey, young man, where you from? I said, I'm from Tampa, Florida, by way of Dallas. She said, make sure I get some of them pictures too. And I was kind of like in shock that she was talking to me. She said, what's wrong? I said, you Jane Kennedy. I said, I can't believe it. You so beautiful. It just came out, and she came over and kissed me. Oh my God. I thought the president was going to kick me out of the school, the whole campus, because he turned red. So he came over to me. He said, boy, you just so lucky. After this over, let's talk. I want my picture in all the newspaper, the yearbook with Jane Kennedy. So that's how I got my work study job from the president, proving to him that I can cover stuff. And that's how I pay for my college. So that's how I stayed at Grambling.
Wow. Okay.
That's kind of dope, though. But you did kind of like have a teachable moment, though, for people that are watching. If you paid attention, he said all you got to do is they give you an opportunity to go through the door. That's what I got.
Right.
Do you understand the importance of going through the door or answering the phone?
Yeah.
Just checking in, because that's the opportunity right there.
That's big.
Yeah. But I thought, you know how you go to class, they read out the names and everybody look at you like, what you doing in here? You supposed to be in that financial aid line. So, like I said, I kept going to class like I belong. And then when we had that license, and he told me he grew up in the Calio projects, because a lot of Black people, we from public housing, even if we ain't, our ancestors was, we call it the projects. If y'all don't know what public housing is, we try to use good terms, but the projects. So me being from the projects, I knew I could connect with this guy because I'm from the projects in Tampa, Florida. He was from the Calio projects. So he really impressed me with how he ended up coming to school, worked hard, and how he would help people. And I knew I had a skill. So I said, I'm going to use that skill to coax him into giving me a job, a work study job. So, a lot of us have issues like that now. We got to figure out how to get through the gatekeepers. We got to figure out how to get to the people making the decisions, and that led into me. I became a marketing student, and speaking of finding gatekeepers, prospecting, getting to the money, or getting to that next opportunity, I learned how to influence people to change their their no's to yeses from going to Grambling State University, because if you can make it at Grambling, we always had a saying at Grambling, if you can make it at Grambling, you can make it anywhere. And a lot of us had to do those things that take no's and turn them into yeses, take unbelievable situations and turn them into miracles, right? So,
Woo!
I was just saying, see, we're a little different from a lot of HBCUs. We were in the country, y'all.
It was worse than Wilberforce country.
So you ain't got jobs you can go get to. Go ahead, Rat.
He said, hold on, I got to write that down. Turn unbelievable situations into miracles.
That is what he said.
Yes, miracles. With the help of the Lord. With the help of the Lord. Yes. So from there, I learned about marketing. I used at Grambling, a lot of universities back in the day, used to let you use your skills to in effect what you learn in the classroom. So we had a newspaper, we had a radio station, and I learned how to sell advertising. I learned how to create newspapers. I learned how to create ads on the radio, do sales. And from there, while I was a student at Grambling, they have a great basketball coach named Pat Bibbs. It was the women's basketball coach, her husband, Ezel Bibbs. And this shows you how generations at Grambling help each other. So I started covering her basketball team. And then she recognized that I could do newspapers along with my friend Vernon Cheek, who is now the vice president of sports for Fox Sports. He's the vice president of marketing for Fox Sports. He and I used to do special editions of the Grambling Night newspaper, sports editions, where we cover the basketball team, soccer team, tennis teams, and stuff like that. So that's how I got my foot in. And then I started a newspaper with their friend, meaning Coach Bibbs and Ezel Bibbs, who played football with Doug Williams, who became the first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. He became my business partner. I hear you. He became my business partner. Right? You hear? Yeah, I'm dropping that history. So he became my business partner because I said, nobody knows who Wayne Bradley is. And no disrespect to you, Mr. Bibbs, even though you played for the Giants and played in the NFL too. Nobody knew who he was, but they knew who Doug Williams was, his best friend, right? So he became my business partner, and we started the first ever full color, not just, when I say full color, I'm talking about color, graphics, pictures, news, all that kind of stuff, black newspaper to be distributed throughout the state of Louisiana, and it was called Spectrum News Magazine.
Oh, wow.
So we did that until I pissed off Ezel Bibbs' wife, who was the coach. Remember I told you Coach Bibbs, the basketball coach? So we started growing, and then we wanted to move the operations to New Orleans. Now, you know she wasn't going to let her husband go back home to New Orleans where he's from, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, look, if either y'all run the paper from Grambling, or we going to shut this down. And I say, I ain't finna cause no problems. So long story short, I had a friend named Dexter Booth who was working on his doctoral degree and he's a Kappa. At first, I didn't like him because of that, but we became very good friends.
Don't forgive him. We just going to keep on the prayer list.
Yeah, we became very good friends. And anyhow, he knew then Governor Clinton. I thought I used that for my resume to work on his campaign. They tried to get him to buy advertising in all the black college newspapers, right? So I went to an event, met him, and this guy walks over, and this white, supposed to be white, right? They say his name is Governor Clinton. He give me a soul brother handshake, pull me to him like he one of the boys on the campus. And I looked at Dex. I say, this dude act like a black man. I say, well, he'll be good to put on my resume that I worked on the campaign. So long story short, I got an appointment to work for AmeriCorps, working under his administration, going out, helping people throughout the United States. I was in the Army Reserve, so I had access at Aberdeen Proving Ground to a lot of equipment, whether that be they need some of the students. It's kind of like the Peace Corps, but instead of you going overseas, you were serving your country. If you had a doctor's degree, if you became a nurse, it was a teacher, we was going on missions to help America, right? So from there, after that was over, I went back into the media business and started selling TV, radio, and billboards. Was doing great. And then they invented something called Facebook, where you can advertise for free. So therefore now, when they told me you got to sell $1 million worth of advertising this month, I couldn't do it because everybody was advertising free on this new thing. First it was MySpace, then it became Facebook, but everybody could advertise for free. So the company started giving us severance packages. Newspapers started going out of business, and I started wobbling and weaving, trying to figure out what's my next move. I still was held in the old days of doing print and radio and TV until I said, I'm going to get me a CDL. I'm going to buy me some trucks. I'm going to do that. That can't go out of business, right? So as I was doing the trucks and stuff, I still had that desire. I'm going to go back to my promotions days. I still had a desire to dibble and dabble in promotions. So in Florida, there are some well-known people who I did promotions for and did concerts with my boy Freddie Germain and Underwood Records. So they got a guy named Crazy who was big down there. And then after Crazy, we had a guy who y'all all know as T-Pain out of Tallahassee, Florida. Have y'all ever heard of T-Pain?
Okay.
You know T-Pain?
I know T-Pain.
I'm talking about T-Pain, the one that won the Masked Singer.
Okay, give me something. I'm just trying to follow the storyline here.
Okay, so we worked with T-Pain doing concerts. He became big, and our other girl who we helped become big But then she got so big till she started trying to go up on our price. We used to get up for $2,500. Then she was $10,000 a show. But y'all remember my neck, my back. Kaya.
Hey,
that was down back in the day.
no,
Yeah.
she didn't.
So those
She
are
tried to go up on the
yeah, my
prices.
neck, my back, Kaya, and then also Terrence Lee got pushed out there. Thanks for hiring me to do the marketing. We also started promoting and doing concerts with Drew Hill before they became big. So tell me what you want. We had them before they was big.
They came to Whoop before it's one home.
Today's prices ain't today's prices.
Yeah, so I do and dabble in those areas. So I knew how to do it, and I had the first event at Adventure Island for Black people. That's part of Busch Gardens. Me and my friend Jermaine Allen. It's a water park in Tampa, and we just blew it out. Adventure Island, yeah. So we just blew it out the water. So I know how to do that stuff. Now I took all that stuff that I knew how to do, transferred it to. Now I'm in the distribution.
I was wondering, like, where is this? This is taking us to the chips now.
Yeah. So we're going back into all them skills that I used to help other people sell their business or get people to attend their events. So now I take all that to learn to say, hey, I need to use what I used to push. I need to use what I learned to push my chips. So I'm in the distribution business now after watching Master P and one of our own Grambling alumni, E40, who I knew in school. They own Rap Snacks, right? I try to get a deal with E40 and with Master P, and for weeks and weeks. And James Lindsay, who was a big time guy, he's from Cleveland originally. I read a thing on him. He was a big time guy, executive with General Mills, but he's the one who really was the guy who helped pull together Snoop Doggy Dogg and E40 and Master P to start Rap Snacks. So they ain't been paying me no attention. I've been trying to get in touch with them for 2 years. I say, you know what? Forget that. I'm gonna start distributing other people's snacks. It's hard to find snacks, and I'm gonna build my reputation. And they're gonna have to call me.
Like, wait, we need you.
Okay, so now I'm distributing this famous brand out of New Orleans. It don't have a lot of called Chiwis, Elmer's Chiwis. It don't have a lot of stores. So
hold it up
to
the screen so everybody can see it again. Okay.
Yeah, let me show y'all what it looks like too. See?
Okay.
So this product, these are the original Cheetos when you buy the Lay's brand called like Chester Cheetos, right? So these are the original ones that was made in I want to get the year right. I believe it was 1946 at the Chicago World's Fair. So they have a lot of people grew up on it in Mississippi. And ever since I started carrying the brand for 3 years now, we've been expanding. We've been helping little league football teams make money. We've been having the little cheerleaders on the teams make money. I just helped Grambling State University make some money through the Alumni Association through these chips. And we also gonna give people opportunities to grow and have their own distributorship through my company, which is called Urban Distribution. Our sub company is called goodsnacks.com. That's GUDE snacks.com. So now I'm looking to create opportunity for people just because nowadays, regardless of what it is, you need a budget and you need something to sell. Y'all ever seen that movie Baby Boy?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember on there when what's my guy Tyrese said he learned you got to be a seller, not a buyer. So hopefully our communities will learn how to be sellers and not buyers, So that's a long story short, what I've come to, what I've been doing the last 3 years, and anything dealing with marketing. We also have I got a company with a friend of mine who's a fellow Ohio's of yours. His name is Yuri Averett. He went to Grambling State, and he is awesome in the marketing business in terms of making jingles in terms of making websites, in terms of making apps that sell tickets to events, and just helping to get your messages out there. If you want people to buy your book, if you want people to attend your event, if you want people to want to set up a website to sell your snacks, he does it all, right? So we do jingles, which you heard that jingle tonight.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that and talk about the Icon Award and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, you are watching A Better Chance for Youth Futures television show, and don't touch that dial.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Celebrate the excellence of HBCUs with the HBCU Trivia Game. This board game provides an exciting and educational way to learn about notable alumni, historical events, sports news, and more. This trivia game is sure to be a hit and perfect for college-bound youth, alumni, and the entire family. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support, educate, and entertain. Get the HBCU Trivia Game today. Go to hbcutriviagame.net to order.
What if your greatest breakthrough was on the other side of your story? Inspire Me Moments, Living Out Loud with No Regrets by Anthony Harris Brown isn't just a memoir, it's a mirror, a movement, and a map to becoming who you were meant to be. Through raw honesty, spiritual insight, and empowering reflections, you'll unpack your past, embrace your scars, and rise stronger. This book is for the dreamers, the educators, the men learning to breathe again, the women reclaiming their worth, and the leaders who lead with heart. You'll find real stories of trauma and triumph, tools for healing, and moments that remind you, the cape was never in the closet, it's always been in you. Inspire Me Moments. Live out loud with no regrets and all heart. Get your copy today everywhere books are sold.
Hey, you can get your copy right now. You just go to Amazon. Boom, it's right here. You got to see the one you get is going to have some more labels on it because we actually won some awards. We actually won like 4 awards so far for some outstanding work. So I'm excited about the fact, again, just go to Amazon.com or you go to BarnesandNoble.com and just go to the book section and look up Inspire Me Moments. This is one you got to get. And again, like I said, the cape has always been in you. It's not in your closet. You out here saving the world. All right, hey, let's get back to the show. Monique, what's good, sis?
Nothing. I was sitting here being taken to school by,
I know Wade been schooling, but we ain't done.
No, he is taking me to school. I'm sitting here like, what is that? What is that? What is that too? So yeah, but you know what? I have a new book out too. I don't have it in yet. I can't wait till it come in. But it is my social emotional learning for young people series.
Really?
Where we started. Yes, we started with Shine Bright Little Star, and now we have Sensational Shaitan, which is actually a true story. It's about me, honestly. My middle name, those who know. My middle name is Shaitan, and it was about my first time singing in public because I used to hide behind the couch and sing. I know.
Oh, okay.
So it's cute. I mean, and the artist that did the scenes in the book, the illustrator, he took my baby picture. And that made the face of the characters. So it's real cute.
Oh, that is so cute. All right.
But it's on Amazon right now.
All right. Well, and then we also, we are working on volume 2 of Voices of Education. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be in that book. Them questions. The
questions are hard, even for me. But I do want more male teachers. So if you are a male educator, you don't even have to be a teacher. But if you are in some form of education, we do want your voice. So if you're interested, please, 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 the information is in our newsletter.
Yeah.
But we gotta get Mr. Wade back.
I know. Let's get on back. Let's matter of fact, let me cue up his theme music. Yeah. Let me cue up his theme music.
You're the only person that come on here with their own music.
I know, right? Y'all, all the way from Grambling University, one of our HBCU icons for 2026. Y'all, give it up for my frat brother, Wayne Bradley.
The only one coming here. You don't hear that brain spin though.
The Grambling National Alumni Association proudly presents the official live pay-per-view stream of the Bayou Classic at the Nation Party. Broadcasting straight from New Orleans. This is more than a party. It's Soul Train on the
more than a party. That's
a convergence of high energy, rhythm, and culture, all in one exclusive stream.
All right, so anyway, welcome back, Wayne, to the show. Listen, you were schooling us on some good information about the history of how you got the business started and how you met Jane Kennedy and so many other things. Now, from what I learned also is that you have a connection to my alma mater, Bethune-Cookman University.
Yes, I do. So my grandfather went to Bethune-Cookman, and because of Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M playing in what they call the Florida Classic, my uncle was a pioneer in Tampa and civil rights leader named Moses White. He is credited, according to my cousin, he is credited with starting the Florida Classic. And just a little information about him, he owned hotels and things like that in Tampa during segregation when Ray Charles and what's the Jackie Robinson, Ella Fitzgerald, when all them used to come down to perform, they could perform in front of white people, but they couldn't stay in their hotels. They just had to stay in my uncle's hotel and my uncle's restaurant called Cozy Corner, right? On Main Street in Tampa, which is not Main Street anymore, it's Moses White Boulevard. But, you know, a lot of stars who came down to perform for the white folks, they couldn't stay in the hotels even though they was a star.
It was just getting good, too. Just getting good. So Moses White, his uncle,
started the Bayou Classic.
The Florida Classic.
Florida Classic is your school in fam, right?
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a big deal.
And now they have to be an honor and have a street named after him.
That's what I thought I heard before he.
That's what he said. You heard that was a little flex. Yeah. By the way, my uncle, that was like Boulevard. You know,
by the way,
used to be Main Street. You heard that look. That was a slight flex.
Yeah, that was a flex, a big flex. That wasn't
Let's bring him back in here and talk about. Okay, come on, Wayne.
Sorry about that. I went offline, but anyhow, that's our connection to us being Florida HBCU. Well, I consider all my family went to FAMU, and my granddaddy went to Bethune-Cookman, and I also got a chance to work with a guy named Glenn Cherry. The Cherry is well known up in Bethune and Daytona. I think their father was a commissioner or city council member.
Talking about the Cherries, they used to they had a place right around the block from Bethune.
Right, they have a newspaper.
Yeah,
and radio station.
Yeah, yes. I know the Cherries.
Yeah, so I connect with people.
I interned there one semester.
Okay, see
and how time. He had the Times and what was the radio? I can't remember the radio station name, but yeah.
You said you interned there.
Huh? He said no. He interned. Yeah, he interned there.
Wow, that was a full circle.
I interned at the Florida Sentinel, which was really started in Jacksonville, and then when the fire got the paper had a fire, they moved to Tampa. So I interned at the Florida Sentinel But I learned these. I met these people when I was in Tampa. As a first job in between going to another opportunity, I got a chance to meet the Cherries, Glenn Cherry, because he bought WTMP, which is a radio station in Tampa. They bought up 50 stations across the country, and I got a chance to work with him on some marketing projects too, in which I did a booklet, and they had a Black History Month program at Busch Gardens. So that's how I know the Cherries.
Okay, yeah, them are some good people. I know them. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure enough.
Wayne,
So that's how I could.
Wayne is he's the plug. He the connector.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my.
Let's
That's
talk
my
about
connection.
when you got the phone call. I'm assuming was it Grambling? Was it Leon who nominated him, Monique? So when you got the phone call or email that said we were going to recognize you as an HBCU icon, what was your initial reaction?
I'm sorry. I'm so blatantly honest, right? I was
Oh,
like, oh my God, somebody recognized me. All this stuff I've been doing for Grambling, and then nobody recognized me, and my pocket's hurting. I was so happy somebody know Wayne Bradley. So I was happy. And then when they told me, what y'all telling me is Leon, I said, oh, well, me and Leon been working hard, investing money, time. I can see him knowing the struggles that we go through. So I appreciate him. So now
I can't tell him say it's just him, because when we throw names out there, we talk as a committee.
Okay. Well, you knew me. You knew some of the stuff I done too. So
right.
But
and I'm like,
I didn't know any. I mean, I knew one person. I know. Not take it back. I knew 3 people on the list, but most of the people I did not know when we talked about it. Like I'm like, I don't know. All they said was, "He your frat brother." Okay.
No. Oh, she said he your frat brother. Well, you should have known being Alpha that I'm doing some kind of community work, right?
Yeah, he's doing the work there. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Right. So I wanna just talk about me. Since we're talking about the overall event, I want to get down to this girl who I'm kind of want to compete against, even though we're not in the same thing. We both went to Grambling State. So y'all have another person who Monique claims is tearing up the scenes with supporters of this event named Melissa Walker. So Dr. Melissa Walker,
killing it.
I went to college with her at Grambling. We good friends. Let me tell you, to get up with you, I'm gonna have to bribe people. So what I'm gonna offer y'all when y'all click on my link to support this organization as well as support Grambling State, when you give $60, I'm gonna give you a whole box. There's normally $48 in chips when you donate $60. So it's hard to find these chips. This box costs $48. Now, the only thing you're gonna pay for, you gotta pay for shipping. But again, the box is $48. So you make a donation, half that money gonna go to it's a better chance, right?
Yeah.
And then the other half of that money gonna go to Grambling State. But I'm gonna tell you a little story why you should donate. We have a senior at Grambling State University. His mother just died. Sharon Ellis and her brother, her brother's a Sigma, I just met him. They did a great thing along with the Grambling National Alumni Chapter. They helped him out with some of his scholarship money. But when you lose a mother and you're the only child and there's nobody else, then when we say Gram Fam, I hope we really mean Gram Fam and y'all support, because I plan on either giving the other half of that money to him and his educational endeavors, or I plan on giving that money, some of the money to him and some to the Grambling National Alumni Association. So y'all help me out. Even though Melissa is y'all homegirl, y'all Delta girl, and she's a medical doctor, and I know she got a big heart, she probably done stuff for y'all, then I'm gonna have to just bribe y'all. I'm gonna give y'all these chewies in a whole box, and I'm even gonna give you assorted flavors, right? I'm gonna give you the hot, the cheese, the caramel, $60 donation plus shipping. So really just say, let's just say $80, and you're gonna get a $48 box. How about that, Melissa Walker? Can you beat that? And Melissa told me she loves Pee-wees.
Let me also say now, you know that y'all are in two separate categories.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care. I get tired of hearing Melissa Walker, all the good things she be doing for Grambling all the time. I just tired of hearing her name all the time.
Oh,
but
Lord.
I digress. I'm gonna cheat though. I'm gonna cheat.
I love it.
I'm gonna cheat. See. I'm gonna cheat on the donations, and I'm gonna cheat on my diet right now. See this caramel popcorn? I'm gonna cheat. See.
Don't do it with you.
Oh my God.
I mean, what makes it so bad is that y'all are not even in like you competing with the icons. She's competing amongst the people that's people's choice. Y'all in two separate categories.
Well, some of her people
he want to be the one that raises the most money on behalf of Grambling.
Got it. Okay.
Right. I'm an alpha man. I know it's a million.
He wants to say that ultimately this Gramblinite raised more money than her.
Than the other Gramblinite.
Right.
Got
right.
It. Okay.
But she do have me beat because it's a million deltas from Grambling, right? So she might beat me, but I got even for you deltas.
But you know how we say, even in a city of two,
we got a frat brother there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I need y'all to pull out y'all pockets, bros. I need y'all support. Oh, you know what, y'all? I got an idea. This is gonna make big news. This is gonna make big news. So there was an Omega when I was in school. His name was Funky D. And Funky D. And I hate it. That's bad. I know his real name, but he just passed, right?
Oh.
And everybody went to Grambling State. I'm saying for a 10-year period afterwards and a 5-year period before we got there in 87, right? They have heard of Funky D. So Funky D just passed. So if y'all also help me, any Omegas that listen to this, if y'all help me, again, I know I want to keep a portion to help the student who lost his mama, but I will donate this money to create book scholarships, the Funky D, or whatever Funky D real name is, right? Scholarship. So the deal with you deltas, right? I'm calling all Omegas to help me. So Omegas help me with this fundraiser, and we could do something in Funky D's name too. So now, Melissa, with the power of the alphas and the power of the Omegas, I'm telling you, you're gonna have some competition now. Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you see the link on the screen down here at the bottom, and we'll also make sure this link is available in the description of the YouTube or Facebook. Just go back and watch this on the replay, so you can just click on his link. You know, we do have links for each one of our icons. Or you can
but don't show Melissa's though. But don't show Melissa's, okay?
No, hers is totally different. She didn't even got the same platform. The icons are only on this platform. So
okay, great.
So you'll have a chance, or if you receive our newsletters, you will also have a chance to click on the link, and you'll see the person's image, and you can click on their image in the newsletter, and also give directly to that person in general. Now we'll know the winners when we get to the big award event in May. Now, before we talk about May a little bit more, I want to go back to the chips real quick, because you said you were talking earlier about they come in different flavors. You got the Cheetos kind of version, and there's like a Dorito kind of chip version, like a nacho chip version.
Well, no, that's another product.
That I used to
right. Well, on that product, I may start carrying it again. I used to have that at Buc-ee's and 7-Elevens, and it's made out of Tampa, Florida. And that was called Outlaws, right? You might see those at Buc-ee's, right?
I remember the Outlaws.
Yeah, that's a new chip that they just built a factory in Ocala, Florida. And hopefully with the right connections with groups and things, we can bring together a team, because I need big orders where if you got an organization and you want to have your own chips, we can print those bags and have the Doritos in there.
Ooh, I like
If you got if like for instance HBCU football, right? Some of the former players, people like Andrew Puncho Glover, who if you can pop up the flyer, I do a lot of stuff with him, and he does a lot. He played for the Saints and for the Vikings, and I had a concert. There he is right there. I had a concert with Cecily Wilborn, who's big in the Southern Soul, who's on the right that I sponsored, and the girl on the left is going to be a big comedian. Her name is gosh, my mind gone. Ooh, my mind is gone. C. Renee. Yeah, her name is C. Rich. So she's very, very funny. But Cecily Wellborn is kind of like if not the top, the first lady of Southern Soul music, the boots on the ground type music, right? So we had that event. So we had that event with Puncho, and Puncho, as you can see, you see my Chiwis up there for sponsoring it. But we had this event, and Puncho is known for cooking jambalaya. So I told Puncho, let's make a Chiwis or a chip that tastes just like jambalaya. So he said he wanted to call it jambalaya. So it's opportunities like that where we want to create brands of chips for former NFL football players that play the HBCUs. And I think it's my message.
Tastes like a jambalaya.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like trying to process that. Like, how is that going to?
Yeah. Hey, now get this. I told y'all about E40, or I didn't tell you. So I've been trying to get with E40 to get his sausages, right? E40 had these sausages in the 7-Elevens, right? And some Costco's out on the West Coast. So the sausages got collard greens and oxtail flavor in it.
Like a soul roll.
Yeah, but it's a sausage. Yeah.
But foodie, I know.
Yeah, it's called Goon. His brand is called Goon with a Spoon, right? He has ice cream. He's got all this stuff. And I hope this gets to you, bro. Because I'm building. But I'd rather build with a black-owned company with HBCU ties, right?
I need that to be some vegetarian or vegan options. I need you to use some plant-based or some of that. I need somewhere because I don't eat meat.
But look at this. Hey, we on this broadcast, so I know it's gonna get to E40. You know, this your boy Wayne who did your promotion in Dallas on your spirits, because he does wine and spirits as well. If you remember his song Slurricane. Yep. So E40, my frat brothers say they need a vegan option, a vegetarian option. So get them collard greens together with some with something in there, some kale or something. But you know,
all right, so now we also want to share. You also got another promo video that talks about some of the chips and things. I want to make sure people know about some of it before we get up out of here. So let's check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
UDN distribution, yeah, we move it right. Elmer's Chiwi's got the flavor, got the bite. From the shelf to your phone, we make it shine. Good snacks, good people, good grind. UDN, we distribute the joy. Snacks, brands, fundraisers, oh yeah, we deploy. From popcorn bags to that Chiwi sound. UDN distribution, we put flavor in the town. Private label, custom bag, made to win. Fundraise, retail, digital, tap in. UDN distribution, LLC. When it comes to snacks, baby, yeah, we the key. Oh, UDN. Yeah.
Let it keep playing.
Let it keep playing. From the corner store to the digital screen. UDN distribution, yeah, we move it right. Elmer's Chiwi's got the flavor, got the bite. From the shelf to your phone, we make it shine. Good snacks. Good.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Yes.
I was over here. I like that.
Now, real quick to let everybody know before we get up out of here, an organization can go to your website at GUDE snacks.com.
Right.
And they can sign up. So if they got like a football, little league football team, cheerleaders, a school group, the Boy Scouts, whoever wants to sell, they can actually become a distributor, a wholesaler, and they can sell this as a fundraiser.
He got me thinking
Right,
about
just like double good popcorn.
Don't
if you ever
talk
seen
about
that.
no double good popcorn. I'm telling you that. All right. Oh wow!
He's saying you can sample like double good. Anthony is a fundraiser.
So again, how you? I want to make sure. Good snacks. GU.
Yeah, G. Hold on, brother Anthony. I know you up in Cleveland, but I need you to say it like we say it in the South. Good, GUDN. Good.
Snacks.
Yes.
Snacks.
Right. There you go. Bro.
And they can go.
You've been up north. You've been back up north too long. You talk too proper.
And to become a fundraising agent to help support their cause.
Right.
Thank you for doing that for our young people or for organizations that want to do that. Listen, I want to say anything. Well, before we get up out of here, Wayne, is there anything else you want to share with our viewing audience about you becoming an HBCU icon? I'm hoping you're bringing the family or somebody to come down with you to celebrate. Look, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a great time.
Well, it's my birthday.
Well, I'm up.
It's our birthday month too, by the way. So Monique, it's our birthday the entire month.
Birthday.
So this is how we close our birthday month.
Well, we're going to have to do something down there. So I know I'm not a part of the committee, but because I think of tourism, either Monique or myself, we gonna contact Leon. We gonna contact. I want people to know.
Oh yeah, we gonna go out and
Six Flags. So we're gonna make a part of it for the people, right? Hold on, they come on, Fred. So
Brock,
we're gonna make
right
a for some of these people, right?
And
hopefully
we got you covered. You ain't got to worry about the entertainment. We got trust. You go be busy.
We may go kick it at the Alamo.
So tell me this.
I've been there a couple times. I'm gonna take you to the flea market where they got the good sales. If you want to get you a new suit, I got a clothier right in San Antonio, Texas, that'll hook you up with a brand new outfit. If you need one, we can go to the Alamo. We gonna do the thing. We're gonna have a good time.
But yeah, make sure you book your room though, using that code so you can stay at the official host hotel.
Because I'm getting in the pool as soon as I get there. That's the first thing I do.
Really?
Oh.
Verbally, where the event gonna be at, and put up the code again. So what hotel and what time and all that.
We will send you all that information once more and again. We're not gonna belabor the time with the people. For everybody else, listen, we're gonna make sure you have all that in your email with the follow-up with everything, so you'll need to know for you, your family.
What kind of food? Hey, Brett, last question. What kind of food? It's gonna be hotel.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat much.
You don't eat much.
Yeah, I
know. I don't eat much. I can't. Now, man, I can say, well, you in Texas, so of course, you know everything. San Antonio, they're gonna treat you right. They're gonna treat you right with the food. Now they're gonna treat you right.
It's the same type of service that you provided at your illustrious event with the Grambling football alum.
Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all having me on. I hope that people go and donate to my link when I start sharing it. And remember, this money that I'm going to raise, I'm going to be calling on the Omegas from Grambling State University to call me, get in touch with me. I'll try to get in touch with you. Half of this money I'm going to donate to Funky D, the Omega who just died, beloved Funky D. And the other half I'm going to donate to a Grambling student who just lost his mom, having a tough time. And the other half goes to A Better Chance, right?
Correct.
So it's my money gonna be split up 3 ways. So I need y'all to donate.
But you gotta raise the big money, Doc. You gotta raise the big money.
Oh yeah. And get this. My Chiwis, a whole box is $48. So if you send me $60, you're gonna get a box.
No, you want to send them 80 because you want to pay for it. They include shipping.
Right. But really, you only paying 60, but you paying for your shipping. So it might even not cost you $20 for the shipping, but whatever it costs you for the shipping, you pay for it. But we're just gonna put it at 20. So we're gonna be asking for $80. You get a box of Chewies that normally run $48, and I will even give you different flavors in there.
You gonna do a variety pack for
them. Get a variety
pack for you.
Wow.
Right. So let's
do this.
Huh?
I said it's for a good cause.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to eat these chips anyhow, so you might as well go ahead and support a good cause. Yes. So I appreciate y'all.
Man, oh man, oh man.
It has been a time.
A time is going to be had again. The last weekend in May, right after the holidays. Again, for more information, stay tuned to your newsletter. Look at the links below in the description for more information. Hey, I'm Dr. Anthony Brown. It's been a pleasure to come here and be a part of Monique's show today. Stay tuned, because we're probably going to bring some other icons, and they're going to come in here and talk some trash and see how much they can raise and advocate and things of that nature. I'm going to get out the way and let Monique, give us our closing thoughts, and so we can go.
It has truly been an amazing time. A time was had on this show, so I know it's going to be a time had in May. Please look at the newsletter this weekend. If you can, we may end up doing it depending on the weather. We may do it virtual, but we will have our annual African American History Fair at the NDI the Beholder Art Gallery, if weather permits. If not, we will go virtual. But thank you so much. Thank you, Wayne, for coming on. Thank you, Anthony, always for being, the best mentor, thought partner, bestie ever. So I can't wait to see how this voting goes, because the challenge has been initiated. Till next time.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ, look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network.